racing and a great start. All the top 3 rows, but from the inside of the 3rd row, who was that?
Callum Spriggs, I think, got a great start as well. And Chris Quinn also looks like he's well placed as they come down. I think it might be Blair taken in 4th place. Morris has gone back to 4th. Falzon's in the lead, but they're 3 abreast going down into turn 2 for the first time. Coming around the outside, is that Ryan Taylor?
I'm not sure if that was Ryan Taylor at the moment coming through.
I think it is.
It's
Ryan Taylor leads them.
And Quinn, where is he? He's been shuffled back a fair bit, I think, there, boys.
Quinn, he is in 9th place, Braxy, as they come down past the first intermediate split and down into turn 4 for the first time. There's a fair amount of jockeying for position going on, but Taylor leads them out towards Siberia from Falzon, Blair, Morris, Lockhart, and then I think it's Callum Spriggs, the next rider through.
Then Mitch Levy, according to our timing monitors, and Aidan Wagner in the 8th spot. But look at Morris, he's starting to get the eyes open well and truly as he's given a bit of a hurry up him from 4th spot at the moment. That was Michael Blair. Michael Blair exited stage right yesterday at Siberia when he was in a pretty good position too, so he might be a bit of a surprise packet too, as Ryan Taylor trying to get the ascendancy early and break away, but that was big move by Aaron Morris early on the race to put a lot of faith in the right hand side of your tyre going in there very tight.
He was dirt tracking and had the back wheel locked up going into MG there.
So around through turn 12 they come, and they'll stream onto the Gardner Straight as Taylor leads from Falzon. Morris down now to the start-finish line to complete the first lap of this journey. Blair's there, the next rider through after them. Great start from Mitch Levy, who is now up into maintaining 8th place behind Callum Spriggs.
Michael Blair back in front of Aaron Morris there.
Falzon running it really wide through Dewan Corner, managing to bring it all up, but he's lost some ground there, and Aaron Morris and Michael Blair. Morris is down, exiting Southern Loop for the 2nd time, just putting a bit too much weight on it. The front wheel just left him and the back wheel followed very soon after, so he's managed to pick it up. I wonder if he's broken it. No, it looks like he's won't be doing too much. It looks like the lever's gone on the foot peg, as you just see that just the front tucks on him.
Looks like he may have even put the front wheel onto the white ripple strip on the inside. That was how he lost it.
Even that paint, just the paint itself.
Especially when you've got it land over that far and you're pushing that hard. So Morris on 64 has crashed on the exit of turn 2. He's up and A-OK. That now leads Brian Taylor. We've got another crash, it looks like, at turn 4. On the exit of turn 4, there's a bike lying on the side of the track. We'll have to keep our eye on that and see if the marshals can clean that up before the riders come around for the next lap. But they come down into MG to our leaders. Ryan Taylor still leading from Daniel Falzon, Michael Blair. Aidan Wagner's now up to 4th. Spriggs is in 5th. Lockhart in 6th. Chris Quinn is up to 7th. And Mitch Levy on that Racer's Edge Suzuki is now into the top 8.
Ryan Taylor's just pulled them away. He's going to have more than a second lead. That first standing lap of 43. So it was Daniel Mays that crashed at turn 4, but he's A-OK too, as they go past the complete lap number 2 at 37.9 for Taylor then. But the fastest man on track, Aidan Wagner, at 37.4 in 4th spot. So Taylor from Falzon, Michael Blair, and Falzon starting to come all back in.
Falzon caught right up to the back of Ryan Taylor at the end of the straight, but Taylor was so much faster through turn 1 that he pulled that distance out, Gilesy, on the way down to Southern Loop.
Falzon seems to be having a little bit of trouble as he goes into turn 1 there, and seems to be using a lot of track, a lot more track than any of the other guys, and he catches back up all the way around the rest of the track. I'm wondering
if he's trying to do something to negate the arm pump by not going in as tight and running and just trying to motor it through there without putting too much weight on his arms. But then he'd be late braking into MG's going to cause that as well.
Is that Chris Quinn now starting to close up onto the back of Callum Spriggs on the Cooper's Pale Ale machine? Here he comes on bike number 82. He's got the 2 dueling Queenslanders of Callum Spriggs and
Callum Spriggs.
These two are pitted together.
Yeah, good mates.
They were before this race, perhaps not so much afterwards.
Maybe he pinched his bread roll this yesterday morning.
Here comes Quinn, has a look down the inside, can't get past Spriggs on bike number 50. Spriggs in turn is trying to find a way past Aidan Wagner. But Quinn may be able to get the double slipstream now as he comes round onto the start-finish straight. This will be round to complete 3 laps of the 10-lap journey. So Taylor leads them out onto the start-finish straight. Falzon tucked in right behind him. Look at the slingshot Falzon's got. He's got great drive out onto the straight.
I don't think that was a slingshot, wasn't it?
Well, he just had better drive onto the straight and just smoked past Ryan Taylor before the start-finish line.
And Chris Quinn, I think, going up the inside of into fifth position.
Wagner's gone past Blair on the run down into turn one, Braxy.
Oh, 41, Aidan Wagner just shoved and put it right out the front of the bike there, nearly taking his front wheel out. Now, what can Ryan Taylor do in return to what Falzon done? He just stormed past him. He got great drive through turn 11, did young Falzon on that Caterpillar Yamaha R6.
Quinn's up to fifth as well, and there's a fair bit of shenanigans going on down there into turn 4.
Aidan Wagner completely crossed up in third spot as he went through there. Then it's Michael Blair, then Chris Quinn, well, Callum Spriggs, then Chris Quinn. So these battle for third, fourth, fifth and sixth. There's going to be one doozy with another 6th and 7th. Oh, which one's that one going down? Bike number 20.
That's Al Phillips.
Yeah, it is.
Bike number 20. Just
well, that no wonder.
It may have been given a little bit of assistance there.
A little bit.
Whoever that is, Robbie Phillips is now looking for him down in pit lane. That may have been, was it Alistair Hugenbosen, our Kiwi visitor?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be getting any invites across the Tasman again for a while off Alex Phillips. As now we see what
Taylor's been able to stay with him, hasn't he, Braxy, since Falzon went past on that last lap. Falzon, how wide do you want to go? He was nearly in the spectator area on the exit of turn 12.
And Chris Quinn trying to cocoon himself under that fairing of the his bike, but he just can't seem to. He loses out. He's about 6'2", Chris Quinn. So
Aidan Wagner has put himself in a good position here. He's almost onto the back end of Ryan Taylor's machine, and he's been able to get away from Callum Spriggs and Michael Blair. But Quinn was right with them, and now he has dropped off. Maybe there was that much carving up going on that he might have just got balked a fraction.
I think he might. Not for too long. Then he got trying around the outside in Stoner Corner, and he comes up the inside of Michael Blair. Shuffles number 78 back to 6th position. Quinn's recovered. Now, these guys are starting to close up on Daniel Falzon, putting in his fastest lap of the race, but fastest man on track last time round. Aidan Wagner in third with a 37.218.
Chris Quinn's still the fastest lap of the race with a 36.8 set a couple of laps ago. And in fact, his last lap was 0.8 of a second slower than his fastest one as well, as he has to make his way back through this mauling pack now with the two Queenslanders, Wagner and Spriggs, having a ding-dong battle there. Look at the different line between Ryan Taylor and also Daniel Falzon. Taylor come in very, very shallow into turn 10 on that occasion. Chop the corner off, trying to get good drive now towards turn 11 and 12. But Quinn, in my opinion, is the one to watch. He is back in contention now and well and truly in position to get the slipstream from the riders in front. But interestingly enough, we've got Falzon on a Yamaha, Taylor on a Yamaha, Wagner and Spriggs all on Yamahas, Quinn on a Yamaha, Michael Blair on a Yamaha, Mikey Lockhart on a Kawasaki, and Mitch Levy on a Suzuki in the top 8.
So that's half race distance down, and Falzon leading by 0.3 of a second from Taylor, Wagner, Spriggs, Quinn and Blair, the top 6. Michael Lockhart a bit off, 1.3 seconds behind them, with Mitch Levy in 8th position. Now look at this conga line of Yamahas as they come out of Southern Loop.
The top 5, Braxy, covered by less than an 8 of a
Callum
second.
Spriggs up the inside of Wagner going through Stoner Corner.
We've got one down at the top of Lukey Heights as well.
And a bit of carnage in this
Falzon gets it a little bit out of shape on the way down into turn 4. Then the back end was just starting to squirrel around a little bit.
Well, did you see Wagner having another good look up the inside of Callum Spriggs? Maybe that arm pump's coming back to haunt him there, Gilesy, at the moment, as he's coming into the clutches of these blokes. Ryan Taylor having a bit of a shake of the head. I don't know whether that was a mistake of him or he's thinking of Daniel Falzon's parking in the corners. Now look at the drive of Ryan Taylor through round the outside.
I wonder if he did that under a yellow flag.
No, there doesn't appear to be any yellow. The yellow flag is waving there at the top of Lukey Heights as well, but he'd done that just on the exit of the hay shed, so I'm not sure where the yellow flag starts.
If they're waving, there should be a stationary one that the post before that one as well. So We'll just leave that one to the officials as we concentrate on the action at the front as they come onto the straight to complete lap number 6.
You can't see Falzon as they come onto the straight because he is buried into the ducktail of Brian Taylor's machine.
This could be 3 abreast going into turn 1 by the looks of it.
Here comes Spriggs on 50. Spriggs goes into the lead on bike number 50. He got the quadruple slipstream there, and he's made his way into the lead going down into turn 1. Quinn is thinking, what do I have to do to get to the lead of this race?
Taylor around the outside.
And Falzon, Quinn having a bit of a moment there, exiting Southern Loop. And look at this, 3 abreast as they go through Stoner Corner. Oh, they're trying to go 4 abreast. There's not enough room on the track, guys.
Who's going to win this?
I know a lot of the guys actually did all come from 125s, but this is more outrageous than a 125 GP.
This is like 250 Prolly racing from 20 years ago.
So Spriggs now in the lead on bike number 50, and Ryan Taylor is in second. I think Aidan Wagner is now in third. No, it is Aidan Wagner in third place. Falzon has gone back to fourth. And Chris Quinn is just wondering what he's got to do to try and make his way through. There's just no way through, Giles. It'd be like threading a needle through a very small hole.
It certainly is, and at the moment, Ryan Taylor's just riding right around the outside of him over Lukey there, and
here comes
back
Quinn,
into the lead.
Quinn down the inside of Falzon into turn 10. Up to fourth place goes Quinn. They'll be coming round to complete 7 laps, so only 3 more laps to go for the second of our Australian Speed TV Supersport races here this weekend. Oh, hold on to your hats, Braxy, because this is going to be a 3 laps now as they come down. Taylor was just in the lead as they came across the line by 0.021 of a second. In fact, we commented before it was 0.8 of a second between the top 5. Now it's down to 0.4 of a second.
That's awesome. You don't need a stopwatch to tell you how close these guys are. But Michael Blair's actually caught up again.
And he's come back into it.
He dropped off the pace a bit, and now he's closed right up, but not on him. So now still leading at the moment. Well, still leading, just leading at the moment. Aidan Wagner from Callum Spriggs and Ryan Taylor as they come through over the first split.
In actual fact, I think Chris Quinn is the only rider in this lead group now that hasn't had a turn at leading the race. Everyone else has had a bit of a go.
Well, he's in a good position now, fifth spot. Michael Blair.
There he goes up the inside of Falzon, back up to fourth.
So now he's got to maintain his momentum to get up there. He's got to get on the back of Ryan Taylor and get a bit of a hurry up as they come into MG corner. Look at this corner speed of Quinn as he closes that gap right up. Different lines through there. Ryan Taylor taking a very, very wide line. He's starting to get out into the marbles out there. He better be careful.
He takes the narrow line down into turn 10 as well, does Taylor. Can he get up the inside? That was the recipe for disaster, but unfortunately someone forgot to turn the oven on because it didn't get cooked.
As look at this is allowing Aidan Wagner to get a bit of a gap on these blokes with there'll be 2 laps to go at the completion of this one as they come storming on the Gardner Straight for the 8th time. Aidan Wagner right out onto the ripple strip, then some. No slipstream there, but look at the rest of them. Chris Quinn up the inside as they come into Doohan corner.
Is he going to get the run
He's
down
going
the
to get
inside?
in the second spot.
No. Callum Spriggs says, no, you don't. I'll have second. You can go third.
He was 5th coming onto the straight. He's 3rd going off it.
So
Ryan Taylor goes round tries of the outside line of him.
He's been listening to too much Malcolm McLaren.
Yes, certainly round the outside. As the guy from the Victorian native as he comes through. Now Chris Quinn trying hard, the guy from the Northern Rivers in New South Wales. He's running it right out wide to come under Callum Spriggs as he comes into, into turn 4 in the second spot. Great move and holds it in there as well.
That was a big move from Chris Quinn. Get it in there and get it stopped, get it turned and fire it on the way out and maintain momentum. As you said, Braxy up to 2nd place now, but once again, Aidan Wagner on 41 has managed to just build up a couple of bike legs.
I don't think it's going to last too long now that Chris Quinn's got that sniff of the lead in front of him. You said he's the only one that hasn't led out of this bunch in the 8 previous laps, but I think he might be trying to lead at the most critical time, which is at the end of the race.
Here comes Blair around the outside of Falzon as well too as they come across the top of the
Aidan Wagner all crossed up going into MG, dirt tracking it into the corner as the back end breaks away on him. He locks up the rear. Now even Quinny's got a little bit of a gap over Callum Spriggs, but we'll have to see as the last lap board will be coming out as they come on to doing straight for the penultimate. Sorry, Gardner, straight for the penultimate time.
I'll tell you what, Wagner had a good run through turn 12 there, but Quinn was very strong on the exit as they make their way down. He has just got advantage of the slipstream, pulls out now to the side, does Chris Quinn as they got the last lap board, and he goes into the lead. So he finally gets a chance to lead at the first turn of the last lap for Chris Quinn. So it's Quinn from Wagner, Spriggs, Taylor, Falzon, Blair, Mitch Levy in 7th, just a couple of seconds back, and Aaron Gobert on bike number 96 is up into 8th place.
Has he done too much too soon, boys, as he takes the lead with about 3/4 of a lap to go? So he comes through Stoner Corner for the final time. A good defensive line from Chris Quinn.
Look at
backing
that.
it in as also. Falzon goes up the inside.
It was over the ripple strip.
Now he's moved up to 3rd. He was 5th about 600 metres ago. Now he's going to try in all desperation to get hold of these two, Quinn and Aidan Wagner. They've just got a slightest little lead over this bunch behind them, but I know the final time into MG Corner, these guys are going to be bashing each other up better than a street fight.
Well, Chris Quinn, as we said, is the most experienced rider in the Supersport field this year. He's been there before plenty of times. He's been in contention for the win. He's got plenty of podiums in the class.
Great defensive
Good covering line there.
And now a lap rider's coming into play, is he?
It looks like one of the Champions Ride Day machines. Could be the rider on bike number 99, I dare say, Braxy.
It is too.
It is, and he's pulled aside. Quinn has got the line, but Wagner has gone in pretty tight. I think Quinn's going to get the better drive out onto the straight, but Wagner used the slip.
Here comes Falzon.
Falzon's got it. Whoa, what a slipstreaming duel that was, and they nearly, I think there was a bit of touching there on the way past Gilesy.
There may be a bit of touching afterwards as well.
Falzon gets it over Quinn by 0.043 of a second, so my little tip come through. That's 1 out of 1 for me today. You guys got second, not that I'm going to let you forget that one in a hurry.